Well, what is going down, everybody? Welcome back to another brand new edition of Am I on the Air? My name is DONMEGA, and I'm your host. I'm so happy that you're here to join me once again to get caught up with all the latest and the greatest when it comes to entertainment news, in television, movies, and non-spoiler reviews. You come right here on a week-by-week basis to get caught up with it all. It's season 30, episode 27, and tonight's show is titled Body Count. We're going to be breaking down the news from October the 29th through today, November the 4th. Yes, we are in November. Another month has gone by. Can you believe it? We're only a couple weeks away from Thanksgiving, and that means we're only a couple months away from Christmas, man. Things are heating up. The end of the year is here, and before you know it, it's going to be 2026. So let's get on into it. Got a couple movies to talk about, a couple TV shows, and as always, we'll get you caught up with all the latest and the greatest in entertainment news that happened in the last 7 days. So let's jump on in. Another weekend at the box office that I did not go to the theater. You know, for me, one of the highlights of my week is going to the movies. I love going to the movies so damn much. But it's been a kind of a dry spell for me, man. I have not been to the theater in over 2 weeks. There was nothing 2 weeks ago, and then there was nothing this past weekend. And that was really unfortunate. That made me really, really sad because I'm like, man, come on, I want to see some stuff. Now, the good news is that Predator Badlands comes out this week, so I will be back in the theater in the IMAX checking out the new Predator movie that I'm hearing nothing but great things about. So I'm very, very excited about that. But yeah, nothing in the theater, so I had to catch up on some things here at home, which is okay sometimes, you know. I had to settle for it. First movie up is a film that actually got a very small theatrical release just about a month ago. And it came and went very, very quickly, and now it is on PVOD. It's called Bone Lake, and this is a horror, thriller, mystery. This one here, a couple's romantic vacation at a secluded lakeside estate is upended when they are forced to share the mansion with a mysterious and attractive couple. In this darkly hilarious and seductive horror story, a dream getaway spirals into a nightmarish maze of sex, lies, and manipulation, bringing terrifying secrets to light and triggering a bloody battle for survival. So you will not recognize any of the names in this movie. They're all pretty much unknown people. When I read the premise to this, I was intrigued. I was like, okay, a horror movie, but with this dark, seductive kind of take, right? Sex, lies, manipulation. Okay, what are we going to get here? This is going to be crazy. This movie is not crazy. This movie is actually pretty damn boring. Nothing really happens to the last 10 minutes of the movie. Yeah, guys, this one was a letdown. This was a big letdown. I can understand why this didn't get a bigger theatrical release. I felt like they were really trying to market this movie as this sexy and erotic horror movie, and it's none of those things. It really isn't. It is way more overhyped than what the movie gives you. And it's very blah. It is blah. This movie's only an hour and a half. It's blah for about an hour 15. And then the last 15 minutes, things are kind of going a little crazy. There's a little bit of kills at that point. And at that point, it's too little, too late. I'm sorry. I can't even spend any more time on this one. Bone Lake is very meh, and it gets 2 out of 5 stars. That is it. Should probably give this one a 1, but the ending wasn't too bad, so I'll give it a 2. But that is as high as I can go on Bone Lake, so 2 out of 5 stars. Another movie that I checked out over the weekend over on streaming, this one is on Netflix. It is a Netflix original. This came out a couple months ago and has been sitting in my queue. I just haven't had a chance to get to it, so, you know, being I had the weekend to myself, not going to the theater, I said, okay, time to catch up on this Netflix queue, and I've been waiting to see Night Always Comes. This is a drama, a crime thriller that stars Vanessa Kirby. Now, most of you now know Vanessa Kirby as Sue Storm, a.k.a. the Invisible Woman in the new Fantastic Four movie. I love Vanessa Kirby. I've loved her for years, way before Fantastic Four, you know, in the Mission Impossible movies. Anytime she pops up, like the Hobbs and Shaw, it's always really cool to see her. I think she's a phenomenal actress. This one here, I loved the trailer, and I thought, man, this one has a ton of potential. Vanessa Kirby, Jennifer Jason Leigh, Stephen James, Julia Fox, Eli Roth, Randall Park. I'm like, okay, let's do this. Facing eviction in a city her family can no longer afford, a woman plunges into a desperate and increasingly dangerous all-night search to raise $25,000. That's right, $25,000, one night, no other options. So basically, Vanessa Kirby lives with her mother, played by Jennifer Jason Leigh, and her brother Kenny, who is special needs. And they're going to get evicted. And her mom, Jennifer Jason Leigh, is addicted to some stuff. She ends up spending the money that they were going to use to get a new place. And Vanessa Kirby, trying to save her family, kind of goes on this rabbit hole downward spiral, trying to meet up with people and sell things and buy things and do whatever she can to try to raise this money to save her house. Okay. This movie's just okay. It's just okay. Unfortunately, it is super, super boring. This is another true definition of a slow burn. A very, very slow burn. I didn't hate this movie, but I also didn't love it. It was nowhere near what I had hoped it to be, especially with the cast it had, especially how good that trailer was. I felt like they kind of tricked me. It's an hour and 48 minutes. And it's sluggish. It's just really sluggish. It has moments for sure. Vanessa Kirby is fantastic in it. Nothing against the performances. It's just very, very slow and sluggish. And that's a bummer. You know, I watched this one with my wife. She asked me to shut it off about 3 times. She was like, why are we still watching this? It's so boring. And I was like, nope, we must stick it through because I got to talk about this movie on the podcast. And she wasn't very thrilled with me on that. But, you know, like I said, I didn't mind it to finish it. I wasn't at that point like she was to shut it off. But I understood, you know, when she was like, this is very boring, let's shut it off and watch something else. It was just definitely a letdown because I did really, really love that trailer and I love her. So, unfortunately, I can't sit here and highly recommend this one, but if you want to watch it, you can check it out on Netflix. It is now streaming, and again, I give this one 2 out of 5 stars. So, both movies I saw this weekend, kind of a bummer, both 2 out of 5, and that's kind of sucks. So, switching gears over on the TV side, did we get anything better? So, the first new show I checked out is a new HBO original show called I Love LA with Rachel Sennett. And this one here follows a codependent friend group that navigates life and love in Los Angeles. With the aspirations of becoming a talent manager, Maya is stalled out as an assistant while living with her boyfriend until her longtime best friend and frenzied influencer Tallulah returns. So I was on the fence of even watching this show because I felt like this show might be too young for me. You know, like it's just one of these shows where it's like it's very Gen Alpha, Gen Z kind of stuff. And, you know, if the show goes too deep into that, it really feels just disconnected to me, right? Because I just don't connect with really any of the characters or what they're going through. And that's pretty much what this show is. I'm going to give it a couple more episodes and kind of see where it takes me. I can't sit here right now and say thumbs up or thumbs down. I didn't mind watching it, but at the same time, I didn't really laugh. It's considered a comedy. It didn't really do much for me in that aspect. I do really like the chick that plays Tallulah, Odessa Azion. I remember, I was like, she looks really familiar, and she was in the new Until Dawn movie that came out a couple months back, and she was really good in that, and she caught my eye, so I recognized her right away. Josh Hutcherson is in here. He plays the boyfriend of Rachel Sennett's Maya character. And Rachel's a good actress. I know she's really blowing up, and this was a big opportunity for her to sell this show to HBO because she is the creator of it. And, you know, HBO usually has a really good track record. So like I said, I will give it a couple more episodes. But right now, I'm kind of on the fence if it's going to end up clicking with me or not. The next new show I checked out is a Paramount Plus original. It's called Crutch. Now, I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this one here. This is just a little half-hour comedy sitcom that is actually a spinoff of The Neighborhood. For those of you that watch regular television like CBS, but you can also watch it on Paramount Plus, The Neighborhood has been on for like 8 years with Cedric the Entertainer. And I really like The Neighborhood. The Neighborhood is a fun show, and I've always really dug it. And they decided to do a spinoff here with this show, Crutch, starring Tracy Morgan. Tracy Morgan playing the character Crutch, who is the cousin of Cedric the Entertainer's character on The Neighborhood. So they do a little bit of a crossover. Crutch guest appeared on this week's episode of The Neighborhood, and then if you watch the season premiere of Crutch, Cedric and his wife show up on the first episode of Crutch. So kind of cementing the little crossover. It's in the same universe, you know. But this one here is about Crutch, played by Tracy Morgan, to those whose empty nest plans are put on hold after his millennial son and his free-spirited daughter move back home. And his son is played by Jermaine Fowler, and I really like Jermaine Fowler. I always check out the stuff that he does. He's super funny, man. I just keep waiting for him to blow up. That's the only other character that I really recognize in this show. But I only watched the first episode, and it was okay. I didn't laugh as much as I had hoped, especially because I do really like The Neighborhood, so I was kind of expecting a little bit more. But I only watched the first episode. It is a Paramount Plus show exclusively, so they dropped all 8 episodes. So I will definitely check out a couple more and kind of see where the show takes me. But the first episode, like I said, I just thought it was okay. And then real quick shout out for the return of St. Denis Medical. This is a show that premiered last year. It's another little half-hour comedy sitcom that airs on NBC and on Peacock. And I love it. I thought St. Denis Medical was one of the best comedies that came out last year. It is super, super funny. It's filmed in that kind of like The Office, where it's like the cameras are going around a hospital and they're filming the doctors and the nurses and the staff, and so they're speaking to the cameras and stuff. And I really like that concept because it works really well for comedies, and that's what this one is here, man. It's a camera crew going to St. Denis Medical and filming the crew, and everybody is super, super funny. It's a hilarious show that I loved, and I was so happy it got picked up for a second season. So season 2 premiered last night. They dropped the first 2 episodes, and they were really, really funny, man. The show is back in full swing. I love it, and definitely think you should check it out. So St. Denis Medical, season 2, first couple episodes now streaming over on Peacock. So that's what I got for you guys, man. No, I'm sorry. This is one of the first weeks that I feel like I'm not really coming here tonight and really hyping up anything great. Like, everything's very mediocre from a review standpoint. So, again, Bone Lake on PVOD, only 2 out of 5. Night Always Comes over on Netflix, 2 out of 5. Over on the TV side, I Love LA on HBO and HBO Max. Crutch on Paramount Plus. And St. Denis Medical Season 2 is here over on Peacock. All right, let's talk box office. Coming in at number 10, it is Good Fortune. Man, I'm so sad that this movie didn't do better. It is so good. One of my favorite comedies of the year. And in good news on Good Fortune, for those of you that missed it, it is going to hit premium VOD this Friday, November the 7th. So keep an eye out for that if you want to check it out, and I highly implore you do because it was awesome. Number 9 is Stitchhead. Number 8, Tron Ares. Number 7, Springsteen, Deliver Me From Nowhere. Number 6, Back to the Future, the 40th anniversary. Number 5 was Begonia. Number 4 was K-Pop Demon Hunters, the new sing-along version that they put back into theaters for the Halloween weekend. Number 3 was Chainsaw Man. Number 2, Regretting You, and number 1, Black Phone 2. So I know there was a little bit of a mix-up with the box office when it originally got announced. Over the weekend, Regretting You was actually announced as the number 1 movie of the weekend, and Black Phone 2 was number 2. And then by Monday, when the final numbers came out, they actually ended up flipping. Black Phone 2 ended up being number 1 with 8.3 million, and Regretting You was number 2 with 7.8 million. So, and this was also the worst box office weekend of the year. It was really, really bad. Nobody went to the theater. As you can see, the number 1 movie only had 8 million. And Black Phone 2, by the way, is now on premium VOD as well. So you don't even need to go to the theater to check this one out. So you can watch it in the comfort of your own home. All right, guys, with all that out the way, let's get into our news of the week. Scary Movie 6 is coming next year. Wayans Brothers returning, Anna Faris coming back. And the new movie is going to be called Scary Movie. But here's the little twist. The V in the I in movie is capitalized. So get it? It's Roman numeral 6. So it's Scary Movie. So I like it. I always like the little play on words when it comes to these movie titles. Instead of calling it Scary Movie 6, it's Scary Movie with a capital V-I in the movie. So I like it. It's fun. And I cannot wait. I'm very excited for another Scary Movie, man. It's long overdue. Let's see here. Netflix has won a bidding war for a new drama series called Rabbit Rabbit that will star Adam Driver. It's going to follow a tense hostage standoff. Emily winner Philip Bartini of Adolescence is set to direct, and Adam Driver will also be an executive producer. So there you go on that. Starz has officially canceled the 50 Cent produced drama BMF. It will be ending the show after 4 seasons. So I know a lot of people really like that one. So sad to see that one go there for them. Anne Rice's Mayfair Witches has added Breaking Bad star Betsy Brandt to the season 3 cast. A Hello Kitty animated movie is coming in 2028 from Warner Brothers. John M. Chu says that they will not show Dorothy's face in Wicked for Good. He says, I didn't want to step on who you think Dorothy is in whatever story that you came into this with. This is still Elphaba and Glinda's journey, and she is a pawn in the middle of it all. So there you go for all of you speculating who Dorothy was going to be. Jason Statham's going to star in Guy Ritchie's new film, Viva la Madness, which will be their 6th film together. The film will follow X, a London drug dealer who is hiding out in the Caribbean and decides to plot his return to London. I'm there for it, man. Anything Jason Statham, for sure. A new Buck Rogers movie is in the works, and Zeb Wells is currently writing the script. I don't know who the fuck's asking for Buck Rogers, but there you go. Mia Goth and Dan Stevens, along with Zach Galifianakis, have been cast in a revenge comedy called Hey Bear. The film follows a woman who seeks revenge on the bear that ate her husband. There you go. John Williams has been confirmed that he's going to be scoring Steven Spielberg's new upcoming UFO film. So yes, he said he was retired, but you know what? You don't say no to Steven Spielberg. So he's coming out for this one here. We have the IMAX 2026 slate. So as of right now, the movies going to IMAX in 2026 will be Mercy, the Chris Pratt movie, The Bride, Hail Mary, the new Mario Brothers movie, Michael, Mortal Kombat 2, Mandalorian and Grogu, Toy Story 5, Supergirl, Minions 3, the Moana live action film, The Odyssey, Flower Vale Street, Resident Evil reboot, the Tom Cruise Inoritu movie, the Street Fighter movie, Sunrise on the Reaping from the Hunger Games, the new Chronicles of Narnia, Avengers Doomsday, and Dune 3. So those are the movies as of right now that have been given in IMAX release. Benedict Cumberbatch's latest movie that came out this past summer, I think it came out in August, The Roses, is finally going to be coming to streaming. It will start streaming on November 20th over on Hulu. Alrighty, we finally have the first trailer. I almost called it a teaser, but this is a pretty good trailer. It's almost 3 minutes long for Scream 7. That's right, we are back. Hello, Sydney. I love the Scream series. Yes, it gets a little played from time to time. Yes, how many times can Sydney run from the Ghostface Killer? But we're back, baby. Scream 7. I'm ready for it. I really like this trailer, and I'm ready for some more, man. So give it to me. This one's going to hit theaters on February 27th of 2026. The show Adults has finally been renewed for season 2 over on FX. That one was pretty good. This show kind of reminds me of the I Love LA one I talked about at the beginning. It's it's funny, but it's not really for me. But it was funny enough to watch, and good on them for getting a season 2 order. We have the official full trailer for the final season of Stranger Things. That's right, Volume 1 starts streaming November 26th on Netflix, and I loved this trailer. This trailer is epic. It had the Queen song playing, Who Wants to Live Forever? I love that song. It had all the visuals. It got me in the feels. It made my skin tingle. I loved this trailer. I cannot wait for the Volume 1 on November 26th. It is going to be such an amazing, amazing season. Let's see here. Hotel Transylvania is getting a TV show spinoff, so look for that coming soon. King of the Hill has been renewed over at Hulu, and 30 more episodes are on the way, so there you go there. Jesse Eisenberg says that he didn't return for the Social Network sequel for reasons that have nothing to do with the movie. So basically, he just pretty much has moved on from this character. I'm a little bummed that he's not coming back for it because I really liked him in the Social Network, for sure. Wicked for Good is tracking to open to a victorious $115 million plus for the Thanksgiving box office. According to pre-release tracking, that would set yet another new record for the musical adaptation that's going to beat its own record. So there you go there. Very excited about this news here, man. I'm a big gamer, and I love Call of Duty, and we're finally getting that Call of Duty movie. I think we talked about that a couple months back, and now we got some key players attached. Taylor Sheridan is going to write the movie. He is amazing. Taylor Sheridan, as you know, did Yellowstone. He does Tulsa King. He does Mayor of Kingstown. He does Lioness. He does Landman. This guy has his hand in a million pots. He's a great writer. And Peter Berg is going to direct, and Peter Berg is an amazing director. I think this is a great combo. It makes me very, very excited to see what they're going to develop for this Call of Duty movie. So very, very cool there. Hulu has ordered Southern Bastards. They're going to get a pilot for that, which is based on the graphic novel series from Bill Dubuque and Nia DaCosta. So I know my boy Friggins is excited about this one. He reads all these damn books. I know nothing about this one here, but if he's excited and says it's a cool concept, then I'm excited too. Southern Bastards, hopefully coming soon to Hulu. Taron Egerton is joining Channing Tatum and Zazie Beetz in New York crime boss pick Cockroach. This is a new film in development, and that's a hell of a cast, man, so I am sold there. Alicia Vikander, Jamie Dornan, Jodie Turner-Smith, Bill Nye, and Gillian Anderson will lead the voice cast of Nicholas Ash Bateman's family fantasy epic, The Turning Door. Claire Danes and Ewan McGregor are going to star in a new Hulu series called The Spot, and that is coming from A24. We have the first trailer for DreamWorks' new animated short, Wednesday with Gramps. The film follows a teenage boy who would rather do anything than spend an afternoon with his grandpa, who lives in an assisted living center. Welcome to Derry. We talked about this show on last week's episode. I love it. The second episode was really good as well. That dropped on Halloween. It is HBO's third biggest series premiere of all time, so that is badass. I love it, and yes, definitely go support this show if you're looking for the creeps. This show does it. Like I said, King of the Hill renewed for season 16 and 17 over at Hulu. Season 15 will release in 2026. A Conjuring prequel movie is in the works. That's right. They said they were done with The Conjuring, and if they're done, what way can they go? Prequel. There you go. Let's go all the way back to the beginning. A Conjuring prequel movie is now in the works at Warner Brothers and New Line after the last film, Last Rites, broke franchise box office records. Short film director Rodrigo Huart is in talks to helm the prequel. Rob Lowe and Keith David are going to top line a new dark comedy called My Friend Jim. Let's see here. American Horror Story is finally returning. A lot of people ask me about this one all the time. This is one that comes up a lot. Is there going to be another season of American Horror Story? It's been years since the last one, and now it is confirmed. Season 13 coming, and your cast that has been announced. Ariana Grande, that's right, Ariana Grande, Sarah Paulson coming back, Evan Peters coming back, Angela Bassett coming back, Kathy Bates, Emma Roberts coming back, Billy Lord coming back, Leslie Grossman and Jessica Lange coming back. So a lot of your fan favorites are returning for this thing, and a whole bunch more. So get ready for American Horror Story season 13. Let's see here. New cast announcements also for Sam Mendes' Beatles movie that he's doing. Mia McKenna Bruce is going to be Maureen Starkey. Saoirse Ronan is going to be Linda McCartney. Anna Sawai is going to be Yoko Ono. And Amy Lou Wood is going to be Patty Boyd. Only thing I got to say about this is Yoko Ono wishes she looks like Anna Sawai. So great casting there, man. What a glow up. But yeah, there you go. So we got our ladies in the house now. Netflix is looking into buying Warner Brothers. That's right. Remember, Warner Brothers is up for sale. Paramount has been trying to buy them. Their bid has been rejected, so we don't know if they'll come back with a better bid. But now Netflix is looking into it, which is insane. I couldn't even imagine if Netflix buys Warner Brothers, but that's one of the latest that we're looking at. There was a lot of rumors floating around that they might do another True Detective with Woody Harrelson and Matthew McConaughey, but Woody Harrelson shot it down. He says he'll never return for another season of True Detective because his season was too damn perfect. So there you go. MTV's Ridiculousness is finally canceled. Yes, after 14 years and 46 seasons, no more Ridiculousness on MTV. Warner Brothers is in final negotiations to acquire Shiver, which will be a unique sci-fi package that has Keanu Reeves attached to star and Deadpool director Tim Miller ready to direct the film. I love the pairing. I love the concept. Let's do it. I am ready. Let's see here. We can skip some of this box office stuff. Oh Mary creator Cole Escola has joined the cast of Netflix's One Piece for season 3 as Bon Clay. We have the official trailer for 100 Nights of Hero. This is hitting theaters on December 5th, starring Emma Corrin, Michael Monroe, Nicholas Galazine, and Charlie XCX. We also have the Jonas Brothers trailer for A Very Jonas Christmas. That's right, premiering November 14th on Disney+. We have the final trailer for Now You See Me, Now You Don't. Of course, this one comes out November 14th. I am so ready. I'm really excited for this film. It just sucks it drops the same day as Running Man, because Running Man is the one I'm going to run to first, and then we'll get to Now You See Me. So there you go there. Stephen Graham stars in the first look at 1,000 Blows Season 2. The new season will premiere January 9th over on Hulu. The sequel to Godzilla Minus One has officially been titled Godzilla Minus Zero. So there you go. Yes, Godzilla Minus One. The sequel is Godzilla Minus Zero. They're getting ready to put that film into production. Keke Palmer and Demi Moore, their movie I Love Boosters is coming out May 22nd of 2026. Jessica Jones star Kristen Ritter and Carrie-Anne Moss are going to reunite in a new upcoming horror movie. We have the Bel Air Season 4 trailer for the TV show reboot's final chapter. I love Bel Air. Can't wait for Season 4 to drop. It looks like they might be moving forward on an Expendables 5, and they have given the green light to the Rambo prequel. So there you go there. A new horror movie from Radio Silence starring Kyle Gallner is officially in the works right now. Star Wars actress Daisy Ridley is going to star in a new MMA movie based on a real fighter. A new Snowfall spinoff has been ordered over at FX, so I'm trying to get some more details on that one there. Josh Charles stars as Doc Martin in Fox's Best Medicine. We have the first trailer drop for that. So the Snowfall spinoff will be based on Leon and Wanda, and that has been ordered straight to series over on FX. Jon Stewart has re-upped as a Daily Show host through 2026. Amy Sherman Palladino's live-action film Eloise, based on the children's book, has landed officially over at Netflix. Ryan Reynolds is going to co-star and produce. He's going to be playing a villain in this one. So there you go, live-action adaptation there. Pamela Adlon is going to be popping up in a guest role on ABC's Shifting Gears. Pete Davidson and Ella Purnell are going to star in a new cosmic rom-com called That Time We Met. So that should be fun. In the big news that dropped literally today, there's been rumors on this for years, and it's always been shot down. And today, it actually came true. And I had to tell a couple friends that have been waiting for this. Brendan Fraser, who led, of course, a trio of movies for The Mummy between 1999 and 2008, and Rachel Weisz, who starred in the first two, are both in talks to star in a new Mummy sequel. That's right. Radio Silence, who did Ready or Not, and they did the last two Scream movies, they are going to direct it. Yes, let me repeat. Brendan Fraser and Rachel Weisz in talks to reunite and come back for a new Mummy movie directed by Radio Silence. Hail to the yeah. This is awesome. I love the Mummy movies. It would be so great to see them back. I'm ready for a new adventure. It would be awesome, man. So really, really great news. I love it. Nobody Wants This has been renewed for season 3 over on Netflix. So obviously a lot of people do want this. So congratulations there. Ted Danson stars in the official trailer for A Man on the Inside Season 2, which will be premiering November 20th over on Netflix. We have the new trailer for Song Sung Blue, starring Hugh Jackman and Kate Hudson. This movie hits theaters on Christmas. To reiterate, Good Fortune is hitting PVOD this Friday on November 7th. Frank Grillo and Maria Bakalova are reuniting here to work on a new sci-fi movie. So they've just been cast to work on this. They, of course, starred in Creature Commandos together earlier. Let's see here. Renee Zellweger is going to star in David Yates' new thriller, Phantom Sun. Shailene Woodley is running for her life in a new psychological thriller called Ultra. Celine Song's movie Materialist, the one with Dakota Johnson, Chris Evans, and Pedro Pascal, is going to hit HBO Max this Friday, if you've been waiting to stream that one. Tremel Tillman and Ian McKellen have been cast in T. West's A Christmas Carol. This is the new one we talked about with Johnny Depp as Scrooge. Tillman will play the ghost of Christmas Present, and it is currently unknown who Ian McKellen will be playing. And Charlie Plummer, Stephen Graham, and Toni Collette, and Isabella Merced, along with Anthony Hopkins, will star in Ibelin. The film follows a true story of a World of Warcraft player, Mats Steen, whose parents found that he made a massive impact on World of Warcraft players around the world before he passed away. So very cool story there. And lastly, we got over 50 movies that are being added to Disney Plus and Hulu this week, and we have the full list if you want to catch up on all that. Remember, you can see it all over on our X page, x.com/amiontheair. And on that note, that is the end of our show. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for letting me catch you up with the latest and greatest in entertainment news. Let me get you on out of here. Let's do some plugs. amiontheair.com is the official webpage. Make sure you bookmark it. It's got everything you need, all the links to socials. Everything's there. amiontheair.com. Make sure you like us on Facebook, facebook.com/amiontheair. Give us a follow on our X page at amiontheair, or at myself directly at DXDonMega. Same handles over on Threads and Blue Sky if you want to follow over there instead if you don't do X. Make sure you subscribe to us on your favorite podcast feed, whether it's Apple Podcasts or Spotify. Anywhere you listen, we are there. Just search Am I on the Air and make sure you subscribe so you never miss an episode. Make sure you also subscribe to us on all the other socials, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. Just search Am I on the Air and follow along for the ride. And thank you to our great affiliates at Red Dragons Radio and at the Pop Culture Pros. Make sure you follow at Red Dragons Radio and at popculture_pros. Thank you guys for always streaming our show on demand and spreading the love. That'll do it for me. Like I said, this week is Predator Badlands. I'm so excited. The hype is real. I was always excited for this film, and then now that people have seen it, that the early reviews are out, I haven't seen a negative one yet. It's very, very positive, and that gets me very, very excited. So I'll be checking that one out in IMAX Thursday night. We'll talk about it next week. Have an amazing week. Take care of yourselves and each other. And until next time, y'all. Peace. Red Dragons!